Who doesn't love reality television programming that precariously teeters on illegality? Well, that's why viewers love Moonshiners, the show about intrepid distillers of Appalachia brewing their illegal hooch in the mountains. We'd be lying if we said that it didn't make for some pretty darn good television. One such distiller who has taken up a major part of the show's focus as of late has been Josh Owens, the motocross racer who unintentionally became enveloped in the world of illegal distilling and has since become one of its biggest stars. With that being said, what do we know about Josh Owens' personal life? Is he married? Keep reading for all of the known details on the Moonshiners star. As of right now, it appears as though Josh is a single man. His Instagram, which boasts over 40,000 followers, shows no indication of any special someone in his life, and nobody even remotely resembling a romantic partner of his has appeared on Moonshiners or in any of the press he has done. Despite not being married or in a relationship, Josh is the father to a daughter named Elizabeth Reese Owens. In the past, he was reportedly in a relationship with Amber Debris, but it has never been made clear if G is Elizabeth's mother. The former couple shared a dog together named Cutie. As previously mentioned, Josh did not set out in life to become a moonshiner, at least at first. The reality star rose to fame initially as a professional motocross racer, but was lifelong friends with the late Barney Barnwell, a former cast member on the show and a passionate moonshiner. When Barney passed away, Josh was in the midst of building an underground still to distill the moonshine that the former had commissioned him to create. Barney died before it was completed, so Josh took it upon himself to complete the project. To honor Barney's legacy, Josh took up an interest in moonshining and began running Barney's old equipment with some of his friends. Shortly after, he was approached by Moonshiners creators to become an actual cast member, and the rest was history. Josh's first appearance on the hit reality show was way back in November 2012 during Season 2, and he has remained a cast member and show regular ever since then. In the decade he has been on the show, the star has developed a following of fans who enjoy watching his escapades, distilling moonshine, and racing in his free time. Josh's livelihood may operate on the fringe end of the law, but that doesn't mean that he hasn't turned a considerable profit throughout his life. According to wealthy persons, Josh's net worth in 2022 is somewhere around $2 million, and he reportedly brings in around $100,000 in salary per year. Be sure to check out Josh alongside the rest of the Moonshiners cast when the show airs each Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Discovery. Josh Owens, the professional motocross racer turned distiller making waves on Moonshiners. When you think of the world of motocross, images of daring stunts, dirt tracks, and high-speed races often come to mind. However, for one professional motocross racer turned distiller, Josh Owens, the track isn't the only place he's racing to the top. Owens has traded in his helmet and dirt bike for a distiller's apron, crafting spirits in the backwoods of Appalachia, and his new career is capturing the attention of fans and viewers across the nation. Owens' journey from the dirt track to distilling moonshine is one of passion, resilience, and unexpected success. But how exactly did a professional motocross racer become one of the most popular personalities on the Discovery Channel's hit show Moonshiners? The road less traveled. A motocross racer's early year Josh Owens' story begins in the competitive world of motocross, where he was known for his fearless attitude and skill behind the handlebars. Growing up in the heart of Tennessee, Owens was drawn to the sport at a young age. His talent was apparent early on, and it wasn't long before he was competing in some of the most prestigious motocross events across the country. The adrenaline rush of racing, coupled with the thrill of perfecting his craft, solidified his passion for the sport. Owens' ability to navigate treacherous tracks and execute jaw-dropping stunts earned him a reputation in the motocross community. But like many professional athletes, Owens' career wasn't without its challenges. The physical toll of the sport, with the constant crashes and injuries, eventually led him to reevaluate his future. After several years of competing at a high level, Owens began to recognize that the world of motocross had its limits. As many riders discover when the racing career slows down, there's a gap between life on the track and what comes next. For Owens, that gap was filled with the allure of a new adventure, distilling, a new passion. Moonshining in the Appalachian Mountains. Josh Owens' decision to step away from motocross and into the world of moonshining was not an immediate one. It was, in his family history, and his passion for craftsmanship into something entirely new. While Owens had always been drawn to the mountains of Appalachia, it was his connection to his family's heritage that solidified his path. Growing up in Tennessee, Owens was no stranger to the moonshine culture that runs deep in the region. The Appalachian Mountains have long been the home to illicit moonshine production, a practice rooted in tradition and survival during Prohibition and beyond. Moonshining wasn't just a criminal activity, it was a way of life for many rural families. Josh Owens' family had its own ties to the craft, and over time, he developed an interest in the process of making spirits. It wasn't long before Owens, with his love for craftsmanship and his hands-on experience with tools and mechanics, began experimenting with distilling. He started small, producing small batches of moonshine at home. But as his interest grew, so did his skill and knowledge of the craft. Owens soon found himself immersed in the art of distilling, learning everything he could about the process, from fermentation to the delicate balancing act of selecting the perfect ingredients. Despite the secrecy that often surrounds the world of moonshining, Owens had a natural talent for it. His meticulous attention to detail and understanding of engineering, honed from years of racing, made him an ideal candidate to tackle the complexities of distilling. What began as a hobby quickly turned into something much bigger. Entering the world of moonshiner, Josh Owens' passion for distilling eventually led him to the hit Discovery Channel show Moonshiners, where he quickly became one of the most recognizable faces of the show. Moonshiners follows a group of legal and illegal distillers in the Appalachian Mountains, showcasing their attempts to craft homemade spirits and navigate the dangers of moonshine production. When Owens first appeared on Moonshiners, he wasn't just a newcomer to the distilling world. He was a fresh face who brought a new level of energy and authenticity to the show. His background as a professional motocross racer added an element of intrigue to his character. Fans were curious to see how someone with a career in extreme sports would handle the challenges of moonshining, a trade that requires precision, patience, and skill. In his early appearances, Owens stood out not only for his expertise in distilling, but also for his unique perspective on the process. His motocross background, which emphasized resilience and determination, translated seamlessly into his approach to moonshining. Whether he was facing the challenges of crafting a perfect batch or navigating the risks involved with producing illegal moonshine, Owens approached every obstacle with the same tenacity that served him well in motocross. But beyond the mechanics of distilling, it was Owens' personality that truly resonated with viewers. On Moonshiners, he was portrayed as a likable, down-to-earth guy who was always willing to lend a hand to his fellow distillers. His sense of humor, work ethic, and unwavering determination made him a fan favorite, and it wasn't long before his popularity on the show soared. Crafting his own brand. While Owens initially gained fame through his appearances on Moonshiners, he didn't stop there. Over time, he began to turn his passion for distilling into a business, launching his own brand of spirits. Drawing inspiration from the traditional moonshining methods he learned in the Appalachian Mountains, Owens' brand embraces the rich heritage of the craft while introducing innovative flavors and techniques. Owens' approach to distilling is rooted in the principles of authenticity and quality. He takes pride in using the finest ingredients, ensuring that every bottle of his moonshine is a reflection of the craftsmanship he puts into each batch. Whether it's the smoothness of his white whiskey or the unique infusions he creates, Owens' products stand out in an increasingly crowded market of craft spirits. Through his brand, Owens has also managed to cultivate a sense of community among fellow distillers and consumers. He often hosts events where fans of the show and spirit enthusiasts can come together to sample his products, learn about the distilling process, and gain insight into the history of moonshining. This personal touch has helped him develop a loyal following, one that extends far beyond his appearances on television. The resilience of a new Josh Owens transformation from a motocross racer to a moonshine distiller is a testament to the power of reinvention and perseverance. Like many athletes who transition out of their careers, Owens had to navigate the challenges of finding a new passion and purpose. But rather than seeing his motocross career as an endpoint, Owens used his skills and experiences to build a new life in the world of distilling. His journey is an inspiring one for anyone looking to reinvent themselves. Owens.